Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Batman issue 5. And before we start talking about Batman, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno, episode 158, and that's show I review all the comics I read this week in one show. So go check that out. The exclusive comics are in the description below, and it'll be annotated in the episode. But let's start talking about Batman issue 5. I've been really surprised with Batman. I didn't love it in the beginning. I didn't really like the Rebirth issue was okay, and then issue 1 and issue 2 were slow, but then things really picked up with issue 3, issue 4, and let's see if it continues that pace with issue 5. So we see that Gotham is fighting Batman, which is a big part of this issue. Very good cover. And overall, really like David Finch's artwork. I think it works very well with the tone of this book. It does well with facial expressions, and I just think it's a perfect fit for Batman. So really like the artwork here. But let's see what's going on with the story. So with this issue, we see Gotham kind of going crazy. He wants to defeat Batman. And there's some really kind of small moments I love that I think Tom King has done really well throughout his Batman run so far, is like moments with Alfred wearing the Batsuit. It's like, that's so much fun for a Bat fan. Also, there's another moment in this issue, and here's an example of him wearing the Batsuit and just talking to himself. It's like, yes, don't worry, pretending to talk to Bruce's parents. Don't worry, I'll take care of Bruce. He'll just be playing board games all the time. And so that's obviously not what Bruce is doing. He is Batman, and I just love Alfred's sarcasm throughout this whole series. It works really well with the dynamic with Bruce. Another thing I really like, small detail of Gotham Girl just throwing one of the Robin's costume across the Batcave, and Duke saying, well, that just happened. Because obviously this is just this classic prop that Batman always had, and we just have this kind of random character, this newer character, that's throw it across the Batcave against things that we seem so familiar. Tom King is, shaking it up, and I really like that aspect of his writing and the small details we've been seeing with Batman. But like I said, the main story is still, of course, Psycho Pirate and the aftermath of that. There's a lot of aftermath of Psycho Pirate, and Gotham really having a fight with Batman, either live or die type fight, and then Gotham Girl says, hey, I'm the only one who can help him, and then she realizes that she has to be the one who defeats him, literally defeats him, and she kills her own brother because that was the only choice she had. And we find out a little bit more about the powers, that the powers are actually killing them. It's shortening their lives, so if they keep using it, they won't be able to live, but they think it's worth it because they wanted to be heroes. I think we got so much stuff in this issue that I really enjoyed, that I think you could dissect for the future, especially Gotham Girl, and I want to, get into her character, but I feel like that setup of her saying, because of these powers, that's the reason we can't be heroes, or, why we can't live forever, or, we can't be heroes forever. We won't have that name like Batman. Batman's always the guy, even if it's not Bruce, Batman will always stay there. He'll always be in Gotham, and that's been told in so many stories, is that Batman will always be a part of Gotham, even if Bruce Wayne's not there. That legacy will always be there. So now you have these characters who have superpowers, and you think they could do everything and anything, at least. And they can't. They're not even going to survive a year if they keep using their powers, but they think it's worth it. And I think the story that's really building up is that, and what I love about this story and what Tom King's been doing, is that these characters that you think are just all superpowered now are going into the field of Batman. So I think, personally, Gotham Girl will be, a character we'll see, and I'll talk more about that and how that relates to the story, but I think Gotham Girl will be a character we see that won't use her powers anymore. I think it will be the fight of, I can't use my powers anymore to be a hero, but I can be a hero like Batman. I could be, a Bat hero, which is someone without powers and having to use their smarts and their wit, or something other than having superpowers to be this character, to be this hero. And I think that's Gotham Girl's journey, is that she just killed her brother. She just did a lot of things, and she's going to have to find out the self-discovery, and I hope her own self-discovery of being a hero. Kind of being like a Bat hero, though, and Batman being a mentor. And that's where I hope it's going, and I think that's why we started out with superpowers in a Batman world. So going into it, one of my favorite aspects of this issue and this story in general is that, starts out with Gotham and Gotham Girl, but you don't expect that Gotham's gonna die and he was never the main character in the first place, but Gotham Girl was, which is interesting because she kind of seems like this timid character, which I didn't really like in the first place. In issue 3, where their origin story was told, I'm like, she just became a hero because her brother wanted to become a hero, and then she really had no motive because of that. There was no more characterization, and I think it's to lead up to this point that is the point, that she didn't have any characterization. Now she's going to have to create to be her own hero, to be herself, and what it means to her to be a hero. I hope that's the story they're going with. And I think that's really what they showed in this last part, that it actually was driven, this narrative, by Gotham Girl. Now, the part I didn't really get was that ending, where I will say the little nitpick I had about this issue is that there's a lot of off-panel speaking, and you're like, okay, I guess Bruce is talking, and you understood it throughout the issue, even though I think they kind of overused that use in this issue. But then it got really confusing in the end, where Gotham Girl pretty much says, yeah, I married Duke, and this is now, the origin story, the life of Gotham Girl. I'll say the exact line. So she said that, remember that this is where it started. The origin of Gotham Girl, the death of Batman. Which, again, is another indicate that this is, we have a lot more to tell with Gotham Girl, and we're going to get a little bit deeper into her character. But the death of Batman. So, is it the death of his legacy? I don't know. But the thing I was a little confused with that is, like, where did this future tense come from? This whole time she was, like, talking to Duke. That was this off-panel thing. And then the last page, for some reason, it went future tense. So I thought that was a little confusing. That was the one nitpick I had with the issue. But overall, I think there's a lot to speculate. This was an action-packed issue. It was a character-driven issue. There's a lot of fun parts that Tom King added. Just little details that I mentioned earlier. Really enjoyed this issue. Very close to being my pick of the week. And Batman issue 5 gets 4.5 stars. Really can't wait to see where this goes. So very good series so far. Really liking where King's taking it, and really like Finch's artwork also. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.